Hey traders, Andrew Keen from alphashark.com. You know, I do a lot of videos how I make so much money, but there's going to be those days where you lose money, and today happens to be one of them. Down almost $20,000. I did make $15,000 yesterday, and usually I don't swing this big, but we saw institutional order flow in the option market in WUBA, and I don't think a trader was buying calls against a short stock position. What I think a trader was doing was they were just wrong about where the stock was going to go. I mean, this stock rallied $7 and went to 60. This trader would have killed it. So I guess there's a risk to reward bet. The stock didn't move a lot. So we see SEP 60s being bought 70 cents, 90 cents, 60 cents, 60 cents, just over and over again. And they bought 14,000 of these, okay? So I used that signal and said, hey, I want to get in WBA. Am I mad I'm down $24,000? I actually made 6 in it yesterday. So I'm net down $18,000. Am I mad about it? Absolutely. I'm not going to be happy about it. Would I do it again if I saw the same signals? Absolutely. So everything in trading is about probability and math. And just because the trade doesn't work out doesn't mean it wasn't a good setup and it wasn't, profitable potentially. So, I like this trade. It didn't work out. I move on to the next trade. But WBA cost me a lot of money. The $50,000 challenge got as high as 145 yesterday. That was the all-time high. It got hit today for about 21,000. So I'm back down to about 124,000. Just basically where I was about 2 weeks ago. So still up about 74,000. We have tomorrow and 2 weeks left. So we'll see how it does. But I will like the signal. Just because it's a signal doesn't mean it's going to make money though. This is Andrew Keen from alphashark.com. Today, huge losing day. Probably my worst losing day in a couple months. Thanks guys, and we'll run it back tomorrow.